Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Genuine APBT. So we finally started an official conditioning program here for Maple. I had been wanting to condition her maybe since about 4 months ago. I just couldn't get around to it, had a lot of things to do. So finally I can commit to an everyday conditioning program for her and Zephyr starting today. This is her second day officially on the spring pole. And you can tell she's goofy still. She doesn't know how to stay and hold. But I'm going to be patient with her. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Be extremely patient with pups when you're starting them. She's still technically a puppy. I would consider her a puppy just because she's not over 2 years old quite yet. She will be 2 years old towards the end of December, or I think the 13th or 15th, of December. So the middle of December, she'll be 2 years old. And since this is really her second time on the spring pole, besides the one time that I showed her on a rope just hanging on about a year ago, she wasn't even a year. I think she was only like 9 months. And I think I showed her when she was a lot younger, maybe at 5.5 months, on this same spring pole in this same yard. And just introducing her to her, she didn't even know what it was. So I introduced it to her yesterday again. She grabbed it, no problem. And then she was very excited to go back on there today after warming her up and all that good stuff. So this is just a very easy, light 5 minutes, just a little bit over 5 minute spring pole workout in addition to anything else that we're doing. But I wanted to show her because some of the dogs, they don't stay and hold, and that's okay. You don't have to worry about that. If it's an intelligent dog, it's going to figure it out. It's going to figure out that it's better to stay and hold than to keep expanding energy, letting go and then grabbing and then letting go. Don't worry too much about it when they're pups. She's under 2 years old, like I said. Don't stress out about that. Give them time. Just because they don't stay and hold, it doesn't mean that they don't have a good mouth or they're not committed or anything like that. Remember, they're just puppies and they're training. They're starting. This is where their training camp starts. And so you can tell she stays out of hold. I think she's more interested to play with it and kind of shake it and then chase it as it swings back and forth than she is to stay and hold. So I think that comes with time. I think within a couple of weeks, she'll figure out that it's just much better to stay and hold and grab it. And she'll stay more comfortable like that. That's at least the experience I've had with other dogs. They do that. Not all of them. Some of them stay and hold since they're puppies and some of them don't. But just because they don't, like in this case, it doesn't matter. Another thing I was going to talk about is that from this point on, I have to work them out in this yard. So if you can see what she's stepping on, in case anybody's interested, that's restricted to a concrete yard. It's called a horse mat. It's what you use to transport horses in a horse trailer. It's really cheap. It's 49 bucks. It's 3/4 inches of solid tire vulcanized rubber made in the United States. Very heavy. That mat is about 100 pounds. They can't move it. And what it does is it helps with the paws instead of hitting the concrete. The paws will touch the rubber mat. And it also helps, of course, with their joints because it's not directly on the cement. So this is what I can do. The other option I had, which I'm not doing right now, no way, not in Southern California, not with the way things are going. I would have to put the spring pole on the front yard on the tree that's closest to the sidewalk, and I'm not going to do that. I just don't want to get into it with anybody explaining why I'm training a game-bred American Pit Bull Terrier on a spring pole. It looks violent to most people that don't know, and I don't want to waste my time with silly conversations or arguments that really don't matter. So this is the way to kind of insulate the dog from any type of crazy stigma that's against our breed. And so I suggest you do that, guys, if you have an opportunity. Or if you need information on the mat, I'll put it in the link. Anyways, it's a short video. And I'll be putting up some more updates and stuff like that. But I just wanted to make you aware of those two things. If your puppy doesn't stay and hold, don't worry about it. And if you're training on the concrete, try to soften it up. These things work great. I actually put one in each of their kennels also, so they're not on the cement, since you can see the kennels right here are actually built. We built these about 3 weeks ago, professionally built, beautiful kennels for Maple and Zephyr. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. And like I said, I'll give you updates. See that? Like when she ate it right there? Yeah, because she's more interested in playing with it and jumping. And so the coordination is going to come in and all that stuff. And you'll see that. You'll see your dog progresses as you are very, very patient with them. And that's what we are here. So, all right. Thanks again for tuning in. And remember, like always,
Come on, Maple.
know them, love them, and raise them responsibly.